From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Thursday, March 21st. Tonight will mark 1 week since devastating tornadoes swept through eastern Indiana. Cleanup efforts are ongoing and will continue for weeks to come. The Winchester Church of Christ was left in ruins and was in one of the hardest hit areas. It's pretty close to a Walmart, Goodwill, and Taco Bell that also had significant damage. Now the church is leading the efforts to help other victims.
There was other churches down, there was demolished homes, there were debris everywhere. The town has come together like no other.
The church has been giving out non-perishables, baby supplies, outdoor equipment, and much more. Volunteers say if they don't have what someone needs, another group will likely step up and donate it. They also say that they will continue to help the community as they rebuild the church. People in Selma will also be able to get help during a community meeting scheduled for tomorrow. The town says there will be information about property reassessments. They will also help replace any ID cards that were lost during the tornado. The meeting is in the auditorium at Selma Elementary School. That's pretty close to East and Muncie Streets. It starts at 6 o'clock Friday night. More state resources are available to aid in those recovery efforts in both Randolph and Delaware counties. Sometime yesterday, Governor Holcomb started sending additional staff to the area. The Department of Health, Homeland Security, the BMV, and Social Services now have locations set up in both Selma and Winchester to help people get back on their feet. To get more insight into what's being done to help tornado victims, or if you would like to help with recovery efforts, just head over to our website, wishtv.com, for details. Friends and former colleagues are paying tribute to longtime state lawmaker Breaux, who died after an extended illness. The Indiana state senator passed away yesterday, just 2 days after she announced she would be stepping down due to health issues and to spend more time with family. Breaux served in the Senate since 2006. She was also the daughter of former state senator Billy Breaux and succeeded her in office. Governor Eric Holcomb released this statement. Her passion for representing and helping her constituents, including serving on the Commission on Improving the Status of Children in Indiana, and her commitment to public health, was a model and joy to be around. The State House will not be the same without her in the chamber, but her spirit and legacy will live on through the countless Hoosiers she inspired. In more news, a teenager comes dangerously close to tragedy after escaping a road rage shooting this weekend. It's something police say is happening a lot more often. Now, state troopers need your help to find the shooter and are urging drivers to calm down behind the wheel. News 8's Garrett Bergquist explains.
Now, this photo from the Indiana State Police shows just how close the driver came to getting hurt or killed. I counted at least 3 bullet holes in the windshield, and you can see one of those bullets went through the windshield and the driver's seat while she was driving.
It's terrifying. But then when we find out that a 17-year-old girl was behind the wheel of a car that got shot at, it just breaks your heart.
Perrine says the girl was driving on I-465 just before midnight Saturday when a car cut her off. She honked her horn. That's when someone in the other car opened fire. The girl was able to duck down and avoid getting hit. She drove home and her family called police. Somebody's intentions
Were to seriously hurt or kill this young girl, and we're very fortunate that she wasn't injured, but it's just uncalled for. It's reckless, it's dangerous, and we have to hold the people accountable who are doing this.
Perrine says this is the latest in a growing trend of interstate shootings. He says it's the 15th so far this year just in the Indianapolis area. There were 56 in total last year. For comparison, there were 9 each in all of 2018 and 2019. Perrine says the crime scene poses special challenges since it's on the interstate and thus not easy to secure right away. He says troopers know it happened somewhere on the southeast side between I-74 and Emerson Avenue. They don't yet have a clear suspect description they can share. He says troopers are building a timeline and seeing what traffic or security cameras might have usable footage.
We're being strategic with our patrols on I-465 and Indianapolis area interstates. We map every single shooting so that we can try to develop trends, and we put a lot of effort into prevention of these. However, we need these people, these drivers, these gun owners, to be more responsible and understand that it's not acceptable.
Perrine says if you have any information about the shooting, you should call the Indiana State Police. That number is 317-899-8577. I'm Garrett Bergquist for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
When it comes to the weather, it's going to be a bright day, but eastward winds will make it a chilly one. Drew Narsutis has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
Another chilly start, but at least the wind is sort of on our side this afternoon. We may get a breeze of 8 miles per hour sustained.
That's better.
That's a lot better than the last couple of days for sure. And for this morning, what we are doing is tracking a little bit of snow, trying to sneak into the very westernmost counties in Indiana. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but for us here in Marion County, Indianapolis area, not looking like snow is going to be likely at all. What we do have is some early morning cloud cover we're dealing with. It's actually helping us stay a little warm, around 29, 30 degrees over the last few hours. Winds are out of the east, so not out of the north, at 9 miles per hour at the moment. So again, we're looking at winds staying about what they are right now for the entire day. We're not looking at temperatures staying this way. Thankfully, we will be getting into the mid-40s for much of central Indiana, and we also will be seeing any sort of sneaking attempt at snow moving into the western part of the state push away as well as hopefully some clouds clearing out. But this morning, Vermilion County out towards the west, you might get a decorative flake or two of snow over the next half hour, but most everybody else is just looking at a couple of clouds moving in early, pushing out later. So we should be on the mostly sunny side to partly sunny side of things in the mid-40s, maybe some upper 40s sneaking in by the afternoon. Not too much wind. We move into tonight where central parts of the state are going to stay pretty calm, partly cloudy.
To get a peek at the full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com, or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. Caitlin Mania strikes again. Many are celebrating the Iowa superstar and potential future Fever player. For the third year in a row, she's an All-American. The Associated Press named her to the team yesterday. Clark is already the NCAA's all-time leading scorer for men and women. She is widely expected to be the Fever's first overall pick in next month's WNBA draft. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Thursday, March 21st. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.